Hey y'all, it's Vicky and welcome to another video. Today is Good Friday, April 3rd. It's 58 degrees and it's sunny. I don't see any clouds. We're supposed to have rain all day Sunday, which I know is bad for people that want to hide Easter eggs and stuff like that, but we need the rain, so I'm not going to complain. Now, my allergies are starting to stir up the minute I get outside. So I'm not going to talk long because I'll have to keep stopping and starting. I don't have much to say. I know everybody knows this is probably Good Friday. I'm not going to preach or anything like that, but just making sure that you know I am aware of what today is in the Christian religion. Now, I do have on my Happy Easter shirt. Now, I am very aware now when I wear black of hair because of Tater and him having cat hair all over his black shirts. I don't have a cat anymore. I did, but I don't have all the cat hair out of the house. I'm in process of doing that, but this has been in the closet and there shouldn't be any on there because this has been in a different closet where the room was shut up that he didn't go in. Now, but there will be Vicky hair on it because Vicky hair falls out. It's still, I think, just breaking. I don't think it's so much as shedding. There was some shedding. I'm going to have to dot my nose, y'all. There was some shedding, but it's more just breaking off. Now, I'm going to say this, and this is just my opinion. I just don't think that Pantene hair system is for me. I tested it pretty much the month of January, part of February. And then I went back, I started alternating between the Colleen Rothschild, Moroccan Oil, and Matrix Biolage. And I've come to the conclusion right now, I like, for what is getting it, I think helping it, of course, I'm not putting bleach on it. She's only putting color on my roots. This here, we're just letting it do naturally whatever it's doing. She's taken about a ½ inch off each time. And then I'm not going back till the end of May or sometime in May. So I've cut back on the color as far as, well, the bleach, whatever. And I like the Matrix as far as I'm using a gel too to help it hold a style better, which is from Matrix too, or Biolage. Matrix makes Biolage, whatever. I've just always called it Matrix Biolage. So I'm using that. I still love my Moroccan Oil, and sometimes I'll alternate. I'll mix them. Still love the Colleen Rothschild. I usually do my first shampoo that I did Monday was Colleen Rothschild. The second shampoo was the Matrix Color Last shampoo. Conditioner, Matrix Biolage Smoothing. I'll try to link them below or tag them or whatever I can, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Sometimes on the tagging, I can't tag the exact thing. Either I don't know what I'm doing, or some things just don't come up, because you're supposed to put in the name and then it pops up from whatever brand, whatever store. And sometimes I can find things. And another thing too is shades, like lipstick shades. I can't just tag one certain lipstick shade, but I try to always list it in the description box, just in case you want to know the exact shade. So I hope they improve that as time goes on. I'm hearing a little bit of whistling down there. But it's from the pollen. I know yesterday the pollen count was high, and I'm sure it'll be high again today. The azaleas are blooming. Okay, now, the two channels I wanted to mention specifically was Adam the Woo's sister has started filming again. I think it's Mermaid. I'll have to look. I thought I brought that note, but I picked up the wrong one. But I'll mention that in just a second. Okay, I'll link the channel below. And the other one is Dude Muggy Jim, which was Adam's the Woo's friend that was in that last video he did with as the Grinch. Now, there was a lot of controversy about him. Evidently, the West Coast don't like him for whatever reason. And when I say the West Coast, that's just the rumor. That was the Daphne rumor. Daphne being the girl that had dated or had a relationship with Adam for a while. I've kind of come to the realization that Daphne may not be what I get, more or less what I wanted her to be. I wanted her to be sincere when she was upset, when she did that first video after Adam the Woo passed. But now, as time has gone on, and I've seen other stuff, I don't know who to believe. But we do know that Daddy Woo, JWoww, he did a video with Doom Buggy Jim. So I'm assuming everything is cool. And it was just Daphne wanting to make up stuff. And it could have been that Doom Buggy Jim never liked Daphne from the beginning. But it's neither here nor there. Adam's no longer with us. You know, and then she's engaged to someone else. And it's, like I said, a soap opera. But the fact is, Adam is no longer with us. And I know that it's not, these people aren't Adam the Woo. And they never will be. But I guess I find it to be kind of a continuing saga on who that was in Adam's circle of kindness, because that's what or circus of friends. And he had many. Now, I don't think he had many so-called BFFs, but he had a lot of friends. But it's going to be interesting to see who actually can really do without him, I guess. With him he would always bring them views. So let's see who can do it. I had never seen that truck before. Anyway. All right. So we're going to move on from that. But both of those videos, both those channels, I've enjoyed. You know, Doom Buggy Jim's been filming for a while. Adam's sister, Faith. That's what it is. Mermaid Faith. That's what it is. She looked like she started a channel. She stopped like 2 years ago. And now she's trying to pick back up. Now, how long she's going to be on there, who knows? She's on vacation right now. So I'm assuming she may stop when she goes back home. All right. I know I keep putting these glasses off and on. That's probably as bad as messing with my hair. Okay, now, we're going to talk about, I got some more spooky notes here. Now, we're not going to talk about this today. I'm going to do a dedicated video on it. But I'm going to talk about, I saw where the men, the Sarasota team, I don't know what to call them. They want to put us down, I guess, or I'm not going to say they put us down, but I guess they're thriving off of what's going on with Ray, and they use blind views. Now, they don't mention me that much, and I'm fine with that, but I did watch what one of the discussions were, and it was on the Irish Spring body wash. That, of course, now I knew and I've not watched all of Ray's lives this week, But I knew she would be the same way as me, is that, no, don't use that. And I gotta quit, y'all. Sorry. And I know that I don't know it all. I am not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an esthetician. I'm just a girl who studies ingredients on the internet and tries it on myself first. And I will try some things on Dave as far as body washes and stuff. I can't get him to use skincare. If we lived together, I guess I could, but I'll ask him when he comes over the house. Did you use any moisturizer this morning? No. So anyway, now I have tested so many body washes on him, but you don't need a body wash that says men. Nobody needs a body wash that says men or women. A lot of it boils down to fragrance. I don't want a lot of fragrance in my body wash. I don't mind a little bit, but all that fragrance is doing is possibly irritating you. Sorry, y'all. And I don't want my skin irritated. I don't want my skin looking like Tim's. And I'm not saying that my arms are in great shape, because y'all know I was in a tanning bed for years. I don't anymore. I've got that little spot there that's, I think it's a scar from when Billy bit me. But I don't want my skin looking like Tim's. And I think one of the reasons why his is that way, well, first of all, he's out in the sun so much. But the other thing is, he uses these harsh body washes. He probably only moisturizes every now and then. And I mean, I can look at Dave's versus Tim's. They're not the same age. But even though Dave's is not in the greatest shape in the world, his arms do not look like Tim's. And I can tell you right now, Dave don't wear sunscreen. He will wear sunscreen if we go to a race or we're going to be outside all day. But now if he's just going outside to mow the lawn, no, he won't put it on. So anyway, my point is that if Tim took better care of his skin, he would. I see some people saying he doesn't look his age. Now, I don't know that I'd say he looks 67. But if he took care of his skin, or he would have he could probably look 10 years younger. If he would have. Because I think he just tans too much. And doesn't, when you use harsh detergents and fragrance on your skin, it irritates it, it inflames it, and it just wrecks it. So, my thing, if you're going to use body washes that have fragrance, try to use plant-based, where it's coming from naturally, not where they've added chemicals to mimic a scent. And I'll get into it later as to what I recommend. But if you're going shopping this weekend and you want one to try that doesn't break the bank, I would say try Papa Tui. Now, I know y'all going to say I am saying to buy that one because of who makes it. Well, he don't make it, but it's his brand. It is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock's brand. But it's plant derived. Supposedly the ingredients, the flowers and all that is coming from Hawaii. But I bought that for Dave. He loves it. Now, Dave likes bar soap. And he's tried both. But right now he's on the Dr. Squatch. Is that how you say it? Dr. Squatch. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But anyway, he's on to those right now. But now if I buy it, he gets Papa Tui. And it's not expensive. Not at all. And a little goes a long way. Now, what happens when you use some of these naturally derived, that's not using the full sodium SLS, they don't lather as much. But they will, if you put them in a sponge and you just let the water go on there, they will start lathering. But now somebody wants a really rich lather, chances are these plant-derived ones won't give you that. But they'll give you a lather, but it might not be what you're used to if you're using Irish Spring. Another thing is that you don't need, in my opinion, one that just says antibacterial. All of them will kill bacteria if you leave them on long enough. So the antibacterial is just a marketing term, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not in the industry. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, lawyer, whatever, but I just think the antibacterial is just a gimmick and a marketing ploy. So I'm going to close for now. And I may be back over the weekend and I may not. We'll just have to see. So hope y'all have a happy Easter weekend. And I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.